Have you ever felt as if you're endlessly striving for something, yet success continues to slip through your fingers? Have you wondered if there's a deeper reason for the trials you face, or a profound power you can tap into to change your course? What if the key to unlocking a life of fulfilled promises lies in a commitment you never fully understood? These questions, gripping yet foundational, lead us into one of the most compelling narratives found right in the heart of Genesis, the story of commitment and covenant. Before we dive into Genesis 29, let me ask you this. Have you ever made a promise you struggled to keep, or felt the weight of a commitment that stretched your understanding of patience and dedication? Jacob's journey, his relentless pursuit, and his eventual fulfillment of a divine promise invite us to explore these profound themes. In this part of Genesis, we're offered not only a story of love and diligence, but a vibrant depiction of how commitment and consecration to God can fulfill His promises in our lives. As we explore Genesis 29, imagine Jacob on a journey that stretches far beyond the miles he physically travels. He's on a mission shaped by divine promise, leaving behind what is familiar to chase the divine whispers of a destiny linked to his grandfather Abraham's covenant with God. Jacob arrives at a well, an ancient meeting place offering water, but today it provides something much more, a moment where destiny and divine arrangement converge. Jacob sees Rachel, a catalyst for the commitment God calls him to embrace. Love at first sight? Maybe so, but also a reflection of the deeper commitments we make to people, to God, to our destinies. This meeting sets in motion his years of labor and patience. In these scriptures, we witness more than romance. We encounter a profound declaration about the nature of love intertwined with promise. In one of the most memorable moves of faith and dedication, we see Jacob working 7 long years, each day blending into the next, all for the love of Rachel. Yet when deception strikes and he finds Leah in the tent instead, Jacob, rather than recoiling, sets forth another 7 years of commitment. Here, Scripture shows us that faith and promise sometimes require repetitive dedication, even when faced with unexpected turns. What a compelling exposition of patience and perseverance. In modern terms, Jacob's diligence teaches us that commitment extends into the realm of tenacity and trust. Trust that our efforts, guided by faith, will transform into the fulfillment of promises. Jacob remains undeterred. His faith positions him to honor God's covenant regardless of the hurdles. Through Jacob's unwavering resolve, God is challenging us to reflect on our commitments and covenant. Are we merely enduring life's zigzags for obligation's sake, or are we recognizing our trials as part of a divine orchestration, shaping us for something greater? This raises a question worthy of your contemplation. How deeply are you committed to your God-given purpose? As you ponder these questions, perhaps some of you can relate. Have you had moments where the promise seemed distant, yet your dedication held fast? If so, let others know you're walking this same path by sharing in the comments, "I believe and wait." Jacob's story refrains from simply concluding in fulfillment with Rachel. It's more than living happily ever after. It's about how his commitment shapes not only his life, but the generational covenant with God, a promise that extends beyond his lifetime and into the broader biblical narrative through his sons, the tribes of Israel. This legacy illuminates how our own commitments, tethered in faith, ripple through time and impact those around us. While the landscape around Jacob was filled with uncertainty, as our modern lives often are, the assurance he had was rooted in an unwavering faith in God's promises. When you feel lost or disheartened, challenge yourself to see your struggles as part of the spiritual progress that perhaps echoes the ancient wisdom of Genesis. Do our daily commitments mirror this tenacity? How do we consecrate our efforts for the promises we've yet to see unfold? As we draw near to the end of this profound journey today, let us remain inspired by Jacob's perseverance, taking solace in the certainty that our commitments, especially those aligned with God's designs, will inevitably yield divine outcomes. The lesson here, etched in the annals of Genesis, is timeless. Dedication is never in vain when it's part of a God-given covenant. I invite you now to reflect. What covenant might God be calling you to honor or renew today, and how will you align your actions with that? As you meditate on this, anticipate how similar insights and transformative stories continue as we turn the page into Genesis 30 next time. Until then, may your journey be blessed, your goals find clarity, and may the promises of God become ever more tangible in your life. Stay inspired, stay engaged, and let's continue this incredible journey of faith together.